but they definitely taste better when you get them hot.
Steaming.
On an early April morning, dozens of students and volunteers fuel up so they can burn the day away.
So we're burning the northwest pasture, which is north and east of where we are right now, just to give you a frame.
It's a practice that's quite common today on the Seven Oaks Ranch, using controlled burns to restore wildlife habitat by bringing back grasses, fords, and much-needed water.
We're in the Trans-Pecos ecoregion between the watersheds of the Pecos River and the Devils River, just off the Edwards Plateau. It's an arid environment. It's also the eastern edge of the Chihuahuan Desert. It's a tough place to be, but it's a beautiful place to us, and because it's so remote.
That is a younger version of Kelly and Jan.
Yeah, I've been on the ranch since I was in the first grade in Del Rio. That would be 72 years.
When Dad took over the ranch, it was still predominantly a traditional livestock operation with sheep and goats.
My earliest memories of the ranch are driving around our old Dodge pickup with a stand in the back that barely held together, looking at wildlife all over the ranch, and it was a lot of fun.
Coming out here and seeing, especially 25 years ago, when it was just really kind of dirt and rock, it was sort of hard to understand the love that these men had for this land, but they did.
20 years ago, my brother Wayne and I just looked around, and it was just a mess. And we weren't biologists, but we could tell that the land had changed just in 20 years. All these pastures turned into monocultures of cedar. And we just knew that wasn't healthy, that wasn't balanced. And so from there, we learned about prescribed fire.
But convincing Dad to set the place on fire wasn't easy.
I didn't jump up and down, but I got educated on it and talked to people that had done it, and I was convinced that that was the economical way to go.
Once the decision was made to change the landscape, the Walker boys got busy. Philip recruited volunteers to help with the burning, Wayne was the dollars and cents man, and Caton handled the finances.
When our father came down with cancer a few years ago, we came to the realization that there was more to running this ranch than we ever thought. And it's like, wow, this is more than just a place to run around on and do our wildlife projects.
They're three good men, and they were raised right. They're people of integrity and hard work. So I'm very proud of them and certainly glad I have them.
People often ask, why did y'all name the ranch Seven Oaks? Well, here she is. It's our wonderful family heirloom, the Seven Oaks. This tree is about 400 years old, was here before the Texas Revolutions.
When you come into the Seven Oaks Ranch, you can see who we're working with and you can tell what we're all about. We're really proud of all the collaborative partnerships that we've created here with all the conservation groups, whether it be Monarch Watch or Borderlands Research Institute, Texas Parks and Wildlife, Quail Forever.
Today, the Seven Oaks is an example of what good management looks like, from rotational cattle grazing, installing several water tanks, troughs, and retention ponds for wildlife, and using prescribed fire.
The boys love this ranch. They want to see it restored. They want to see it be the postcard ranch for this part of Texas. They know it can be. And they're passing that legacy on to their children.
Dad's got a big smile on his face up in heaven right now, I think.